And that's what Kiwi and I have in common. Bones. And
Yeah.
that's it.
The only thing.
The only
Only
thing.
Only the two of you have bones, correct?
Yeah, no one
Nobody
else.
else in the world has bones.
Everyone
Can
else
confirm.
is a bunch of jellyfish.
Invertebrates.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the season finale of City of the Dead. I would like to start this episode off by taking these off before I get a migraine. And and second of all, I would like to start this episode by thanking the cast. I want to thank all of you for coming on and joining me. This is the first time I've gotten to play with a few of you. This is the first time Sam and I have played together at the same. No, right? Did I GM you for anything? No.
Yes. The Kids on Bikes hack.
That's right. I don't remember what. Yeah. So okay. So Keith and I have been played at the same table, but Janine and Kiwi I have never played, and I'm very thankful for all of you for coming and joining this table for a random 3-shot of undead horrificness that is this system. My name is Jake. I go by he, him, but I am the GM, so I'll be going around playing a lot of different pronouns. So keep up with that. But let's go around. I've got nothing to announce. No, next Thursday, I and Keith will be on Void Cat Gaming's channel, where we'll be reprising our characters in Star Trek. We have Dr. Sozin, and I will be playing Psylocke, the engineer, the Vulcan engineer.
That's a Marvel character. I know that one.
Psylocke?
Isn't that the one with the light sword?
With the light sword, probably.
Ask she's an X-Men.
See, you just if you have to ask anything comics, it's Kiwi.
Yeah, she has like the Halo sword knockoff looking things on. Yeah,
culture.
There you go.
Well, I am not her. I'm pretty sure I just went to a random name generator for Vulcans, and I hit enter, and I saw the one that was the coolest. It was, I believe, a feminine name though, but I liked it, so I said, "Fuck gender norms in sci-fi and in real life." But yeah, starting next Thursday, I'll be over there. Past that, I don't have any games directly lined up or confirmed dates for the rest of this year. There will be a little bit of a vacation in there. 2 of them, one in November and one in December, which is wild to me. But I'm being a good human. Let's go around the table. Mac, your turn.
Hello. Unfortunately, I am Sam DeLev. I don't have many announcements. I do have the I can't announce a thing yet pre-announcement, so that's exciting. But when I am not announcing things, capitals, and not getting scared in Outbreak Undead, you can catch me on Mondays on this channel for Beacon at 6 p.m. with the Stream Punks. We're playing Aliens. October was a mistake. Thank you.
Amazing things happened in October, including Sam's birthday. It's funny because it is my favorite season. So that's what makes me laugh. Every time Sam's like, it was a mistake. And I was like, mistake for you, but it was amazing. No.
Control Z.
Shauna, a.k.a. Janine.
Hello. My name is Janine, also known as Blips and Chits on the internet, and I will be playing Shauna tonight. But future upcoming things, I have a running campaign of Delta Green over on 12-Sided Stories that runs on Mondays for the rest of the month. And then, are we doing? Yeah, we're doing a Halloween one. That's going to be sick. So I'll see you on Halloween, maybe. My Vampire the Masquerade game just wrapped up its final episode, so you can find those episodes over on Journey Punks' YouTube, which Kiwi should probably post the link for because I will never know. Never know what it is. Someone's just going to send it to me and I'll click it. And yeah, I think that's all I'm doing right now. Oh, on Sunday, I'll be over on Total Party Chill playing a scary Halloween special. I received a text message that said aliens, tentacle monster. Honestly, those were the only ones that mattered to me. So I said those.
Sounds
That's
like a
it.
great Friday night for me, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's going to be a Sunday, the holiest of days. Holy emphasis on whole. Okay.
Anything else? That's good. Daniel / Keith.
Hi, I'm Keith. I am also on Total Party Chill. You can find me there on most Sundays playing Dungeons and Dragons, and on most Mondays attempting to play almost every other TTRPG. One of the game systems that I wrote for Necrobiotic from Penny for a Tale is I heard that they've gone on to Drive Through RPG.
Yeah, I
So,
just got my copy.
ooh, nice. Yeah, let me know how you like it. But yeah, you guys can look that up and maybe play a scenario that I wrote.
Is the scenario in the core book, or is it like a supplement?
It might be a supplement. Yeah,
Oh, okay. What's it called?
it's called The Dogs of War.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Havoc.
Quinn / Kiwi.
Hi, that's me. Hi, I'm Kiwi, and I use they them pronouns. And so does Quinn when we play. So yeah. Other things you can find my also just finished Vampire the Masquerade game that I did with Janine on YouTube. On the Journey Punks channel, and the VODs I think are also still available on Twitch because it's been within 30 days or so. But whatever, not the point. And then on Saturday, this Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I will be playing over on Void Cat Gaming's channel of their original game Occultation, some ghost hunting action. I've done vampires, I've done zombies, and I'm doing ghosts. So trying to hit all the monsters to fight. If you know any werewolves, hit me up.
I know one.
We're coming out there to kick your ass.
Anyway,
Is that a promise or a threat?
Yes.
anyway, that's me. Have fun. Enjoy the show.
The best part is that literally, like, the first time Sam and I ever got to play at a table, I was literally a werewolf in a vampire game. So that's why Sam and I both went. All right. Let's get into the show. As we left off last episode, we lost to Sam temporarily, but it is fine. As we left off last episode, Daniel and Quinn were on the first story of an apartment complex, and Shauna and Mac were at the second floor after defeating what seemed to be a monstrosity of a creature that was able to punch through the wall, collapse down on top of Daniel, and just really wreck everyone's day. At the end of that, when things finally started to calm down, you start hearing the same pitter patter, the same sounds that you all are very familiar of from the library. The undead start pounding on the walls. What would you all like to do?
Swell. Yet another building to burn.
Is that what we're doing? Are we gonna burn this one too?
We're going to try. That's the only way. Maybe it'll draw some of them away from where we're going to make our escape.
I'm gonna look at Quinn then and be like, let's maybe let's hop out of one of these windows then.
Yeah, let's pop it open, take a look around. Maybe we can cause a distraction for them up there while they get their bearings right.
I'm not even going to make you all make a spot listen check for this, as another extremely familiar sound breaks out. Gunfire.
Oh no. Oh no, the Warner Brother people are here.
I hope not.
You hear it, and you hear the pitter patter of the walls slow. Mac and Shauna, the windows break, but no undead come through. You see something behind you explode as the force of a bullet goes through the glass and into the wall behind you. It flowers like the deadly flower that it is. It gathers your attention. Whatever that gunfire is firing onto this building.
All right, time to make moves. How can I help you? We need to get out of here or onto the ground floor.
Yeah, so to review, I had remembered ground floor and basement. I didn't remember getting onto the second floor.
Yes,
that
it was second. That's what you went up the stairs for. You tried to go up the stairs and your arms hurt.
That was to get inside.
That was to get up to, because they didn't want to do the
apartment building. It was like the exterior stairs. That was the stairs I didn't do with the resentful uppies.
Yeah, so the second floor they fell into is another like floor for housing. It wasn't like a basement. Okay. So there is an exit out there, but whether or not they can dig through the rubble that's been created is another story.
Right, and it could potentially make it double, and that will just be a whole thing to rocket on through. Nonetheless,
you just gotta
down the stairs. I can do
down the stairs. So you want to go out the front door where the undead is and down the stairs?
Unless you see another means of egress, Shauna.
Can I lower you through this hole?
If I had a nickel. Yes.
All right, here we go. And I'm going to try and brace on the outside of your wound without grabbing it. Like from right above the elbows.
Right, yeah.
I'm lowering Mac down. Is one of you available to catch her?
I can help.
Sick.
A little bit, but I think we'll be all right.
Always.
I smile back up. It's disconcerting.
As you are starting to lower Mac down, the gunfire stops. The pattering has stopped. Mac, you reach the bottom floor. Your wheels make ground touch. Shauna, you are up top when the door opens.
On the second floor?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna roll through to the bottom.
Are you gonna try to do it without being seen?
Fuck. Hold on, let me look at this sheet really quick. Do not want to give them complete high ground over us.
No, I've seen the prequels.
Unfortunately, so have I. Actually, no, I'm just going to stand up and have my bow down at my side, but like, my hip quiver and everything at the ready if need be.
As soon as you look up, the person you see in the doorway has got a rifle pointed up towards you, and they walk in the room slowly, and it's not military. It is the reenactment of what people see on TV version of military. They walk in and they see you and then look at one of the random corners, and another person behind them with their hand on their back comes in, looks at a different corner, and
Hey, right here. Thanks for the save.
they do not say anything. They're masked up completely. Goggles, some sort of cloth over their face, a helmet on. They move in, and you just hear the words, "Clear, clear, clear."
Yep, clear, except for me. Hi. Hello. Hi. Yeah, like I said, thanks for the save. Me and my friends were out on a supply run, and we're just trying to pass through.
I'm even going to give you this. This is the moment you notice a very familiar logo on their arms, and it says,
Okay, I didn't say anything at all. Hold on.
it says,
Take it back.
It says Warner Brothers Security on their arm.
Christ on a cracker. Okay, I didn't say anything.
And then another person walks through the door. None of the guards speak to you or even respond to what you say. And this one immediately gives you the urge to punch them in the face, because not only are they walking in like a complete douchebag super mega villain from every fucking action film that you've ever seen, but he's wearing a suit in the middle of the zombie apocalypse. And he walks in and he looks around and he takes his mask off and his hat off, sets him down, and slowly starts pulling his gloves off. And he goes over to the couch in the corner and sits down. So what are all of you doing in my territory?
Passing through.
Mm-hmm. Where are you from?
South.
See, I mean, I will be honest with you. I'm not the most perceptive person in the world. This whole entire zombie apocalypse just washed right over me while I was in the Bahamas. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not dumb. There's no way you came from the South. So I'll ask again. Where did you come from?
And I just look at him.
He snaps his fingers, and one of the guards walks over, and they're going to make an attempt to hit you. Are you going to do anything to avoid the hit?
I'll dodge it.
Okay. Roll me a opposed dodge against their attack. Also, everyone, Kiwi and I are playing with bone dice. We're cool. We're cool like that.
Rolling, as it were, at Dem Bones.
Which, by the way, I bought a set of dice for everyone of the cast. Kiwi is going to get them and deliver them up to the Up North group. Sam, this is an excuse for me to see you. So when it shows up, we will go about that. But I didn't buy you bone dice because I didn't know how people felt about rolling formally living things.
Don't worry,
it's better than plastic.
Yeah.
True. All right, what do you got on your successes?
1 level of success.
3 on his part. He's not, you can tell he's not doing this to kill you, but he takes the butt of his rifle and hits you right in the back. And then as he does that, I'm not going to do damage because I'm going to use those 2 degrees of success over you. For him to have been close enough to the hole to realize that there are 3 people in the hole.
I'd like to draw my rifle.
Okay.
Just fucking shoot him.
He looks down, sees that Mac, you aim your rifle, and he looks down and goes, "Hey, there's more down here." And he like backs up and he aims his rifle up at Shauna.
Yeah, because it wasn't clear, you Call of Duty LARPing piece of shit.
Does Max say this out loud?
Yeah.
And the gentleman on the couch goes, "Oh, I love it when there's surprise guests on the show."
Are you like formerly some Hollywood producer, some other kind of asshole? You got
Formerly
Warner Brothers
current and
security
have always
working for
been.
you.
Of course, security is working for us. I mean, everything went to shit and someone had to take control, right?
So you've got Top Flight over here and his lackey. And what was your name?
You can just call me the producer.
Oh, shit.
And he sits back in the chair.
Excellent. Cool. What do you want from us? You know, I think
I want to know where you came from.
tight.
Your
I
mom's
already told you, south.
I'm gonna give you. I'll be honest. I've had a rough day, but I'm feeling generous. What do you say? I ask one more time. You tell me, and I let you go. You don't, and we take you back to the studio, and we'll get it out of you another way.
I'm going to swipe this man's legs out from under him. The one
Well,
who's got his gun trained on me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, well, he's sitting. I don't think you can swipe his legs. All right, roll.
Pocket sand.
That's my purse. Anyways,
Yeah.
It's okay, Sam. Okay. Can we get Sam a single episode of King of the Hill together? Like,
Yes. I think we can do it.
Many
don't know
before you have
you.
thought they could put a culture into me.
look,
All of them were wrong.
you watched Alien, so I don't want to hear it.
I tragically put that into myself.
Yeah. Like, this isn't scary. This is at least funny, you know?
What, this producer? Yeah, no, I'm yucking it up over here.
What a fucking joke. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to kill this guy. That's 2 degrees of success
Okay.
for the
so
brawl, right?
This is brawl. Okay. I'm gonna roll his. Okay. So he's gonna take the hit to the leg. What are you using to swipe? Are you just kicking him, or are you using something?
Ooh, that is a good question. What do I have on my person that I could use? I'm using my martial arts expert skill. Actually, I would probably use my throwing axe to like hook underneath the Achilles and pull his feet out from under him.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you that you are able to hook his leg, because how many degrees of success?
2.
So you're able to get past his defenses and hook his ankle and pull. Simultaneously, you hear all of the guns pointing towards you, and you accomplish your goal, and he falls flat on his back. And you even hear the air get knocked out of him. You hear the like, you know, that like where you can't breathe for a second, but you're trying to still stay alive. You're like,
So I'll cut this motherfucker's head off if you don't let us go back where we were going. We got
So-
business to handle.
So I'm gonna put us into initiative.
I'm about to get shot. Sorry.
So, let's go around the table. Mac, why don't we start with you? What would you like to do?
Threaten.
Just threaten from down below?
Well, I imagine the main check of the round would probably be something along the lines of threat. I would still like to de-escalate this,
Sure.
but coercively,
Okay, so you can
probably with insults.
you can use intimidation, I would say.
Definitely with insults. All right.
And then that's going to just be a single speed dice.
Mhm.
Shauna, what would you like to do?
I'm pulling up the map. Where are we again?
You're in an apartment complex
in an
across the street from the library.
The Buena Vista Branch Library of Burbank on Hollywood Way, north of Olive.
Branch library. Because honestly, we're across the street.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get far. This whole time, we've been holed up in this Buena Vista library. And you decide now is the time when we go out for once to find something that we need. That this is the time you're going to harass us. We've been in your territory this whole time. And what? Nothing. Obviously, you don't have the might. So
is your turn also intimidation?
Yeah, I've got my hand axe kind of like poised at
All
the
right.
neck.
So intimidation and single speed dice for you as well. Daniel, what would you like to do?
So Daniel's pretty good at building things, and I imagine that also makes him pretty good at taking things down. I want to maybe like hit a wall or something to make the second floor collapse underneath the shooters.
Okay. What skill would you like to use?
Ooh. Let's see. What about like a building skill? Oh, maybe like blunt or search.
Definitely not search.
Okay.
Blunt makes sense. Because smoke weed every day. No. Q, why do you hate me so much?
The hate for you is not the problem.
Yeah, I think blunt. You can just start swinging if that works for you.
Sure.
I will say that's gonna be 2 speed dice for you. Also, I need to stop leaning down because I'm not the producer anymore. Kiwi/Quinn, what would you like to do?
Getting the fuck out of the way of whatever fucking Daniel is doing. That's for damn certain. I wanna ask, do you think it was possible that maybe this Call of Duty LARPing ass only saw maybe Mac and Daniel as, you know, maybe I stepped away to make sure that Mac was securely through the hole and out of the way?
I'm not gonna say one way or another, and the reason
Okay.
I'm not gonna say one way or another is because I specifically just said that there were others.
Right.
So you don't know how many they saw, and they also don't know how many there are down there, other than the one person thinks that they know what they saw. You know?
Right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Well, when in doubt, you go with plan A, and it's going through the window still.
Oh my god.
Get GTFO.
I'm gonna say that's 2 speed dice for you as well.
Sure. I don't know what maybe dodge or climb or
Oh, this is going to definitely be
or stealth.
well, I don't think jumping through a window is very stealthy. Just
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot of
carefully opening it.
a lot of breaking glass sounds, you know.
It's
I would say that this is probably jump leap.
Okay.
Also, Keith, if you would like to roll construction engineering, that would also work.
Okay.
That's an expert skill if you have it. I'm not sure. I don't remember if you have it or not.
I do have it, yeah.
So you can add construction engineer onto blunt for
Oh, okay.
yeah, just add the percent of expert onto whatever you're. That's not how the game is played, but that's how I like the game to play. So
We are playing the game, therefore, it is descriptively speaking how it is played.
there you go.
Yeah.
That actually helped a lot, yeah.
All right, so let's go back around. Since Mac is taking a bite, we'll go with him last. Quinn, what'd you get for speed?
My speed dice, I rolled a 3 total.
Ooh, all right. What do you got, Daniel?
I had a 7 speed dice and 1 success after adding 10.
Oh, yeah, what was your success?
My success was 56.
Sorry. Degrees of success was
Yeah.
2.
1 degree of success.
And
Yeah.
Quinn, what was yours?
3.
3. All right. And Shauna, what do you got? You're good. While we wait, Mac, why don't you go?
4 on speed dice and null in what continues to be the most upsetting element of this roll under system.
All right.
6 speed dice
Okay.
and 1 success.
All right. Quinn, you're going to go first with this. Quinn, you see the window and you got 3 degrees of success. I'm going to say 1 degree of success to be able to make it through.
Mhm.
I will tell you another degree of success if you want to spend it to not take any residual damage from the glass of running through a pane of glass. What would you like to use the 3rd degree of success? Is there anything small that you think would be advantageous?
I would like to look around for any. Or first of all, what am I landing in? Am I landing in a bush? Is it just like ground?
Oh, it's definitely like a bush outside of the apartment. Like
Okay, like it's lined up against the side.
Yeah.
Something. Okay, cool. I want to be in the bush and try to see, like, look around if there are any cars, any residual like security guards, like making perimeter checks or anything like that. And undead too.
Yep.
If that can all cover.
What I will give you out of all of that is I will say that as soon as you get out and you stand up, you can tell that there are a lot more guards.
Cool.
Mac, with your 4, you're up next. With your null and success, I'm gonna say that while you're yelling, they probably only hear a muffle because of you being lower in a different room. I'm gonna say it's they just don't really they hear that there's someone down there, but it's like unintelligible. Unlegible. No, legible is being able to
No,
see.
you got it. You got it.
Yeah. The next person to go is one of the guards who rolled 2 degrees of success to hit Shauna with a baton. So this baton is non-lethal. which means that Shauna won't die. But if it gets through Shauna's stamina, it will knock her out. So I'm going to roll the d6s for that. I rolled a 2 and a 1, so a total of 3.
Under my 6. So
Correct.
no.
Did you take any stamina damage previous episode?
From a chest cut, but it was only 1.
Okay. So that is the first of the guards to hit Shauna. Shauna, it is now your turn. You've been hit with a baton. I believe you were trying to intimidate. So what you had 1 degree of success.
Mm-hmm.
You get hit. How would you like to describe your intimidation?
I don't think it's gonna work anymore. So
True, but that's how this system sadly works, is when something within a round changes your intentions, you don't get to revert them. You just get to live out your consequences.
Also, for the record, if someone gets smacked and then rises back up and threatens, I still find that successfully intimidating.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that could be your intimidation, right? And your intimidation might not be successful this round because they've already decided what their actions are, right? But your intimidation it basically takes effect on them for the next round. But I as a GM and an outside viewer of this situation, your intimidation probably will not work.
I'm just gonna use this intimidation as I like run the axe like across this man's throat enough to bring blood out, not enough to kill.
Sure, it's like a really bad paper cut that like makes him bleed.
It's like running, but not. You know?
Okay. That's going to bring Daniel with your 1 degree of success. I'm not going to say that that's. I'm going to say that that's a 1 degree of success is definitely not enough to reduce. But what I will say with that 1 degree of success, what's your feeling about using that 1 degree of success to find a structural beam? Like, you know where it is.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. That brings the rest of the guards' turns. And they are following suit, and they're going to hit Shauna.
But Suit's sitting down.
Yes, the suit is sitting down. They're going to follow in suit.
They're not wearing suits. Only this jabroni over here is wearing suits. Therefore, they can't attack Shauna.
I rolled a 4 and a 3. So a total of 7. You had 6 and you lost 1 last round. So that would mean you had 5 left. So this is going to push Shauna into collapsing on the floor. Everyone that is still on the first floor sees and hears Shauna. The other 2, the other 1 that is not on the floor, cannot do his action because he was going to hit Shauna. So that brings us to the top of the next round. Quinn, what would you like to do?
I don't know that Shauna's down.
Correct.
I'm going to scope out for an escape route, a safe escape route for all of us.
Okay. So that's going to be a search. I will give you 1 speed dice for that.
Okay.
Then let's go to Daniel.
Yeah, let me think. So Daniel knows where he could hit to take the second floor down, but also he's like, oh shit, that might fuck up Shauna because she can't like catch herself on the ground. So, I think that Daniel wants to like hit that spot, not in an attempt to break it, but to like change the terrain above to kind of like get them away from Shauna, if that makes sense. Like tilt the floor in one direction and maybe like
Maybe she could slide into my lap if you
yeah,
just get a
okay.
little bit of
Yeah.
like take out the red structural support, the floor starts to lean.
So
Yeah.
instead
yeah.
of completely
Break stage.
demolishing it, you can crack it, right? You can,
Yeah.
you know, like a tree that's slowly coming down versus like, oh well, this is dead, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2 speed dice, and you could use your construction engineering and your blunt together if you would like.
Nice.
Shauna, you are currently knocked out, so you're not going to be able to do anything this round. Mac, what would you like to do?
I don't really have a lift pull stat that would make it successful to retrieve our Shauna.
Sure.
I can simply do math. Apologies. Okay, that was a lie. The math thing. So I would like to roll another
can't do math.
intimidate, this time using my firearms stat.
Okay, so you're going
I've
to
been informed that firearms are intimidating.
Okay.
I would like to fire 1 round of intimidation into them.
Okay. That's going to be whatever your normal firearm speed dice are, which I believe is like 2 or 3.
No.
Yep. So let's
No
go
respectable
ahead.
number.
And roll all of that. Quinn, what did you get for degrees of success and speed?
So for my speed, I got a total of 2. And
Wow.
then for my degrees, I got an even 3 successes.
Wow. Daniel, what do you got?
I also had a 2 on my speed die and 3 degrees of success.
Ooh, Mac, what do you got?
That's a 4 on the die, like 0, 0, and then
Oh,
the other
wow.
one is a 4. So
I love it.
4 degrees of success, I think, is ultimately that math. 1
Okay.
short of a 5th.
What's your speed?
10.
10. Okay. That puts Quinn and Daniel first. Who would like to go first? This is just describing. This is which one of you would like to go first?
Quinn, you can go first.
Sure. Yeah, I'm looking around for a safe escape route
So
for the 4 of us.
when you look out from the bush, you see that there are 4 other guards and 2 vehicles. You can't tell if the vehicles are occupied, or actually you can tell that both have a driver, but none of them but you don't know if there's any passengers like in the backs of the vehicle. And these are like sprinter vans, like production sprinter vans. I don't know if any of you know what those look like, but they're vans that are meant to store like 9 people.
Ooh, okay. Big vans, lots of
Yeah.
people. Okay.
Yeah, there are 3 rows of 3 plus a passenger seat.
Great. Sorry, Dory is doing some scratching at an inopportune time. I don't know if you can hear it.
I thought
but-
she was tap dancing.
That's Elle. What are you talking about?
She is tap dancing.
Any pet noises are diegetically Bell.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had a dog. Okay, and would I be able to recognize that the van is a safe route, or
your assumption is that these vans are definitely the producer's vans. Like this is what this crew came in on.
okay?
Whether there are more in the van, you can't tell because the windows are
Right.
black. So you like because they're meant to carry like celebrities and crew. So like they're usually not like you can't view into them. That's what's making it difficult for you to be able to see if there's anyone in there. But you know that there's a driver in each one of them and that they are sitting there.
Okay, noted.
Question: did any of you know each other before the fall?
I think that we determined that
Shauna and Quinn, you knew each other because you.
yes, because of like professor student, and I think we also determined that for Daniel as well as one of the like maintenance people.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say that you and Daniel were like friends.
Yeah, no, definitely not friends. More like acquaintance, colleagues.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. Is there yes, so I am not going to tell you whether it's safe or not. I'm just giving you all of the information. You can make the emotional call of whether or not that is safe. Daniel,
Noted.
Give that thing a whack. Why don't you roll your damage as if you had 3 successes on your weapon?
Ooh. All right. Let's see. I think that I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to add all 3 successes to my damage then.
Okay.
So that is 66. Uh, 19.
Your newly built weapon from Quinn works marvelously. Even though you are swinging with your full might, you're specifically not hitting the full piece because you want it to crack. So you've got your sledgehammer a little bit towards you so that you're not hitting the full head of it, and you see the whole thing just feather out. I don't know if any of you have seen wood under pressure crack, but it basically turns into like strings of fiber. It's very interesting looking. And this is what that looks like. You get this kind of splayed thing. You start to hear the building ache because when support structures go, it's not like it falls silently or just this loud cacophony. You hear all of the wood and the metal start to buckle under pressure, and you hear the as it starts to basically warn you of its inevitable collapse. Mac, before your turn, as you rolled a 10, two of the guards grab Shauna and start pulling Shauna away. Which leaves 2 that are up there. One is getting up off of the ground, who Shauna had an axe to his throat. And then the other one is standing there with his gun. It is your action.
What do I have to do in this world to have LOS on producer Jabroni?
Oof. So your weapon, what kind of weapon did you have again? You had a sniper rifle.
I have an AR-15. I have a rifle.
Oh, you have a rifle. I believe you have a couple of different firing options. One of them is like a spray that you could kind of like, you basically hold the trigger and go. I believe that is an option. Is that correct?
I have suppression fire as an effect.
Okay.
But other than that, it's hit and headshot. There's also focus fire. Yeah. So do I understand correctly that so I have the 1 red die and then plus die per degree of success, and I got 4 degrees of success.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled 4 more dice. is that the correct thing to have done? Because this was a really weirdly good roll, and I admit I pretty much just rolled it before I was sure that I knew what I was doing, but I would really just let...
Yeah, so I believe
I will never roll this well again.
I believe your normal roll is like what, 2d6 or something like that?
So I have one red d6 from what I'm looking at.
Okay, and then when it's got a little symbol of a green plus sign, and it's got some d6 next to it. How many d6 is there?
For hit, it's just 1. For headshot, it's 4.
Okay.
Greens.
So what it's saying is that you need 4 greens to get a single headshot, right? Which is lethal damage.
Which I have.
Which you do have. You currently do not see the producer as he is sitting down. You do see a guard, but I'm not saying that you can't shoot the producer. What you can do is, if you're willing to give up 1 degree of success to hit where you heard his voice, and give up another degree of success to not hit Shauna, I will let you use your other 2 degrees of success for damage.
Okay. So again, I did roll the things according to what I thought I should roll. So which dice of those should I give up for that kind of thing? Because it would be honorable if I need to do the ones that I rolled really high on. Totally understand. But I'm asking.
Okay, how's this? Do you lay them out in front of you in whatever order you want to?
I have 4 6s and a 3.
Okay, well then just take 2 6s.
The good ones. I see. I
was gonna name 1, 2, or 3, or 4 and say those are the dice you keep, like in order. But if you have 4 6s and a 3, like the odds are just in your favor. So we're just gonna keep the 2 6s. So you do 6 points or 12 points.
Because I would give up 2 6s of my 4, and then I have the 3.
Oh yeah. So we'll so it's 3 iterations of 6 damage is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
don't you also re-roll the 6s?
Because they're technically 5.
Because they explode. Because they're technically 5,
my
right?
God, I forgot that rule.
Keep rolling.
So we got 3 iterations of 5.
None of them rolled that high again.
That's fine.
But it was really nice. So that's another 9.
Okay.
3, 3, 2, 1.
The gun goes off, and you all hear it. It even echoes over the sound of the building aching in pain. You do not hear anything else.
What do I see?
A
The
hole
ones
through the
I
floor.
can see doing.
You hear, I'll say you hear 2 continue to drag Shauna out. And you see the other 2 running in the direction in which you fired your gun.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
Start of round 3. Let's go the other way around. Mac, what would you like to do?
I think I would like to continue rolling intimidation.
Okay.
Long gun intimidation, to be clear.
Of course. Roll your normal dice. Daniel, what would you like to do?
I think I want to I think I want to say, hey, this thing is gonna fall down. We got to get out of here, and maybe like jump through the window that Quinn went through.
Okay. I will say it's a leap jump. 1 speed dice. Quinn, what would you like to do?
I would like to steal a car. So I think I will attempt to do that.
Okay. Are you going to try to do it stealthily, or are you just going to run up to the driver and try to like swing open the door? Like,
I think I would like to do it stealthily.
okay. Okay, so that'll be your stealth roll. That will be, I'll do 2 speed dice. That will be your stealth and to get there.
Got it.
Okay. Roll it up. Everyone roll it up. Mac, what do you got?
I got speed of 8 and I have an success.
Okay. Daniel.
I have a speed of 15 and 1 success.
All right, Quinn.
I have a speed of a total of 5 and also 1 success.
Not as great this round. Well, that puts you first, Quinn, with your 5.
Okay.
With your single degree of success, I would say you get to there without being noticed. Are you cool with that being your 1 degree of success?
Totally.
Would you like to open the door?
I think that I would like to, if they're like, hypothetically parked up against a bush or something, like open the passenger side and like, but stay hidden.
Okay. I'm going to give you this.
Mhm.
When you open the passenger door, the first thing that catches your eye is the handcuff around the driver's wrist and onto the steering wheel. All right.
Okay, great.
So that's what you notice. Shauna, while you're not awake, they are pulling you out of the room and they're starting to drag you down the stairs, letting your feet just kind of hit each step as they're like one arm on each, lifting you, carrying you down. They seem to be frantic as their suit wearing leader sits there with the complete removal of his upper right portion of his body. He lays there silent, his white suit or his white suit shirt slowly becoming a crimson red. The 2 guards that were up there are trying to grab onto his arm and the viscera that is there, trying to hold any possible wounds to maybe possibly make him survive, but it does not look good. That's going to make us Mac's turn.
All right, so I got a degree of success. On whom do I currently have LOS? If they're dragging Shauna down the stairs,
They're outside.
does that mean they're the exterior stairs? So on whom do I have that shot?
It's going to be one of the guards.
Okay. I would happily bargain away the damage in exchange for that guard letting go, dropping. I clip him, and he just like has that touch a hot stove, dropping Shauna, bringing it down to 1 guard carrying.
Oh, so you're talking about outside. You're talking about outside.
I mean, I'm firing a rifle, and this is drywall. I feel like that's
Sure.
a possibility.
The only issue I would say with the Shauna one is that you can't see Shauna outside. The 2 guards that you can see are the guards that are on the producer.
I thought they were inside.
So the two guards that are the two guards that are on the producer are inside. The two guards that are on Shauna are outside. You are inside on the first floor. They are on the exterior stairs, walking down the stairs. So you wouldn't know exactly where on the stairs because there's a wall in the way, right?
Well, so I'm happy to take the shot on the guys inside for damage. I mean, that's fine. I don't really have any particular beef with them. But I could, could we say they pass a window on the first floor that I could get visibility? Because, usually they'll have the window looking into the living room.
So the way I imagined it, and I guess this is partially because I did not describe it, is that I imagined the window that Quinn and soon Daniel jumped through was underneath the staircase of the exterior staircase, right? So theoretically, they are walking above it, right? With 1 degree of success, it is very difficult for me to give it to you going through the wall. If you got like 2 degrees of success, I would give it to you. But 1 degree of success.
But if there's an eye line from the window, would you give me they're the kind of exterior stairs that don't have the vertical element? Because exterior stairs are usually slab, so maybe I clip the leg for it.
Okay. All right. All right, I'll give it to you. You convinced me. I like being convinced. I like bargaining. This is honestly one of the reasons I like the game. Is like
I'll make a note of that, baby.
Oh, well, you just got another success for calling me babe. So easy to butter.
Is that all if I can taste? Hold on. Hey, yo, baby, what's up?
Benefit of pan is everyone can say it. All right, roll your damage.
Me?
Yeah.
I thought I was negotiating away the damage in exchange for the drop.
Yes. Okay. So, okay, I will give you that. All right. That brings us to Daniel with your 15.
Yes, and I had 1 degree of success to hop outside.
If you're cool with this, I would like to use your 1 degree of success as, yes, you successfully go through the window, which I don't think it has a difficulty. But I will allow you to use that 1 degree of success to view your environment.
Sure.
Daniel, you get a quick look across the view, and you see exactly what Quinn saw. 2 production vehicles, multiple guards, but you don't care because you see your husband in a driver's seat.
Okay. Yeah. I know what I'm doing next round, John.
Let's start the round over. Mac, what would you like to do? Your friends have jumped through a window. You have clipped one of the guards, and you think you have finished off the producer.
Well, so it seems to me I have the opportunity cost, get through the window versus get them the hell off of Shauna. I would like to intimidate to achieve the latter.
Okay. Roll your normal dice. Daniel.
I'm making a break for my husband, who is in one of the driver's seats.
All right, that's going to be 1 speed dice. Shauna, in the process of Quinn shooting the guard and them dropping you like you were hot, you jar awake.
Ugh.
So we're going to have you in this initiative order. Think about what you want to do while I have Quinn telling me what they want to do. Hold on.
Anyway, I hate it here. Okay, doors open. I see the handcuff. Ah! Can I? Uh. You know what? I'm gonna try this out.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to roll a calm other in attempts to like
Ooh.
try to get into the mind of this driver.
One speed dice, roll it. Shauna, what would you like to do?
So, how weak am I at this point?
I mean, you are probably a little groggy, but I mean, there are no negative current consequences.
So the one on the right, one of them dropped me.
Yeah, let's say the one on your left is the one that dropped you, and the one on your right is the one that is holding you. Your weapon that you were holding in your hand is no longer there because your hands usually go limp when you lose consciousness. Usually, but
So how far are we down the stairs?
I would say you were like third, fourth step. You weren't very far.
So I'm going to use, and the one on the right is just still holding on to me.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use. Sorry, I wanted to ask these questions, but
Yeah,
then
ask him away.
So that I could think about it while Kiwi was talking. But I think what I'm going to do is kind of dead weight again into like get up
Mhm.
and dead weight into the guy on the right,
Okay.
and then assuming that he would attempt to like haul me up again, using both of our momentum, push the other guy off of the side of the stairs that are presumably uncovered on the side that would lead down to the ground.
Okay. Is there a role you would specifically like to use for this? I've got a couple that I would accept. I'm just curious of what you would like to use.
I think maybe balance or brawl.
I accept
Or
either of those.
Throw.
You want to use throw?
I do want to use throw.
Done. Use it.
Okay. Speed die or no?
Yeah. It's gonna be 2 speed dice. All right, Quinn. What's your speed and success?
My speed is a total of 4, and my success is, I believe, it is two successes, 2 degrees.
Daniel, what do you got?
I only rolled speed dice, and that was 3.
Okay. Shauna, what do you got?
My speed dice was 3, and then I got a 5. So what's the max success I can get? Because
4.
Okay, so I have 4 successes.
Mac, what do you got?
2 degrees of success, speed 13.
Okay. All right. That puts us to either Shauna or Daniel first.
I think it would be funny for this person to drop in front of Daniel, and then for Daniel to just like run over him to his husband. So
Okay, so Shauna, 4 degrees of success. I'm gonna say that you're able to completely disengage from both of them, and throw the one that was standing overboard. Is there? I would say that would give you 3 degrees of success. What would you like your 4th, or if you'd like to negotiate something else?
And then I'll just use the guy on the right's off balance potentially momentum, because a lot of things happening at once. Maybe he's a little surprised. I'm just gonna kind of like gently give him the one arm, and with my still like with my knee underneath him to like trip him down the stairs. So I have like that stable base, so I won't go after him.
Okay, so you want to use it to stabilize yourself so that you can further remove your foe from you.
Yeah, I'm trying to tumble him down the stairs.
So tell me if this sounds good. Shauna, as they're pulling you, the gunfire hits the cement, the of the steps that Mac had shot, and it flies up and it scares the living shit out of one of the guards, dropping you. You gathering your wits about you as they kind of have a moment of freaking out, like, what the fuck? You
like shake me awake.
Yeah, it just kind of, your eyes just hit, your adrenaline is rushing because you know you're in danger. So like those moments of like of oh, what's going on is gone. You're at hyper focused moment, and you get a foot up on the stairs and like push the first guy over the banister of the stairs, causing them to roll over and fall. This gets you up, but it doesn't balance you. And you grab the other guy to kind of balance yourself and get sturdy. And you end with both of your hands on his shirt where you're holding his weight. And if you let go, he falls. Does that sound good to you? So you're stable, the person's knocked over, and you've got control over the other person.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. And I'm holding on to this person.
Yeah, you're holding on. So you can interrogate, you can drop them, you can do a lot of stuff next round.
You're one fucking question away from your face meeting this pavement and scrubbing off.
You can't see his face as he is covered. But we'll find out how that ends next round. Mac. Oh no. Sorry. That was the first fucking person. Daniel, you see this person just right in front of you. And you run over them. You grab the door and swing open the door, and you can see visible tears running down his face as one arm reaches out of the car and grabs you and pulls you into him, and you just hear the sobbing sounds of your husband in your neck.
Danny, I thought I'd lost you.
And he is so emotional that he's literally just blubber, right? Just that. But
I'm just gonna hold him, yeah.
But you can tell that his other arm is also handcuffed to the steering wheel, as he has only got one arm out.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to Quinn. How was your calm other? You had 2 degrees of success.
Yes. I was like, I don't remember how it was.
I wrote it down. How would you like to describe 2 degrees of success?
I kind of want to initiate like a get their attention, get the driver's attention, and let's be like, be quiet, like, I can help you. Is there anyone else in here? Are you okay? Do you need food? Do you need water?
The driver looks at you and his eyes go wide. This is a bigger guy.
Of course.
Well, I know how much you love big guys.
Here's my werewolf. Come on.
I wasn't even going that way. I was literally.
You go always, and we know that, Jake.
I was literally about to describe a Teamster driver that I know, but no, we're not going to go that way. Not anymore. You changed it. This is your werewolf boy.
Woo! Man after my own heart.
It is a larger guy. you can actually tell. Well, actually, not tell. You look over his body as you're like trying to calm him down. And this gentleman has very thick arm hair, but because they haven't been covered, you can see that their skin is burnt.
Oh, okay.
And they're not like, their face is also not covered, and you can tell that they're not doing well. But their eyes go wide as they see you, and he goes to speak, and his tongue is gone.
Okay.
I'm not going to describe that anymore.
Yeah. No, valid. When I'm asking these questions and realizing that he cannot physically speak, can I instead ask, like, how many people are in here? Hold up fingers.
He actually starts to try and sign with his hands.
Okay.
And he realizes very quickly that like that's not going to be helpful, because he doesn't know if you know, and he just holds up 0.
Okay, great.
And because you might not have seen these kinds of vehicles, it is just a van. Like you opening the door, you can see all the way to the back.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and you can see that you can see that there are 3 rows, and that there are like just bullshit all over them. Like you can see that there are guns. You can see that there are like clothing that's strewn over. There's a backpack in there.
Okay. I'm happy to not ask any more questions of this person. If you think I can still use either another, or if you think I can milk more of my success, I would love to.
Well, you got 2 degrees of success, and you can. I basically just described to you the situation.
Okay,
As
yeah.
for the degrees of success, they're going to communicate with you at the best of their ability and
Okay.
the best of your understanding. But I would say your action of calming emotion is successful to a degree, in the sense that you can tell that they are stressed, but you can also tell that they're extremely happy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll take that.
Mac, it is your turn.
Yes. So in addition to the 2 people who were on Shauna, I remember narrating an additional 2 on this walkway.
Not on the walkway.
So
They were on the they ran to the producer, and they're trying to give him first aid,
okay, so they're not currently
looking at you or dealing with you whatsoever.
cool. So who would I have any cause to shoot?
One of the 2 guards trying to give first aid to the producer.
Do I have LOS on them now? Because I'm over by the window to have shot up the stairs.
I mean, there's a giant hole that is starting to collapse, so I would say yes.
May I barter those successes into a shot down the middle between the 2 of them? Leave him.
Oh, for the producer?
For the 2 guys up there trying to help him, leave him.
All right.
Because ultimately, I don't want to put any damage into these people. I have no reason to. I would much rather they simply do what I tell them.
The hole punctures into a spot right above his head, and you say, leave him. And you can see physically these two guys looking at each other, and they go like, let's just fucking go. Like, like no one's gonna know. Like, zombies got him. That's all we have to say. And the other guy nods, and they start to run. Run out to Shauna on the staircase holding one of the guys. That's gonna bring us to our next round.
Good boys.
Let's go with Mac again. What would you like to do?
Would you say I need to spend my turn to get myself and my unnamed chair, God, Mac's a weirdo, out the window?
I would say that
I'm happy to just burn the turn for it.
Well, I mean, that's what we had. That's what we had. Daniel and Quinn do is they did their jump. So I would say this would be a push pull for you to pull yourself through.
Do we like balance?
What is balance? What skills?
Because I've sort of, I admit, pictured myself sort of perched in the windowsill kind of thing.
Sure. Sure. Let's go for it. Balance.
Thank you.
Shauna, what would you like to do?
I'm assuming that's one speed die.
Yes. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to pull this man's. I'm going to go towards pulling this man's mask off of his face and then intimidate. Oh, you know what? No, that's metagaming. Never mind. I'm gonna go to pull this man's mask off of his face, and I told you, you better start fucking talking.
So I'm gonna say that this is going to be specifically a. I'm not gonna say intimidation. I'm gonna say because he's going to fight you because you're gonna if you're gonna try to take it. He's gonna try to fight you because he knows that if his skin is showing, he's gonna fucking burn, right? So I'm gonna make this a brawl. Okay.
Okay.
It's one speed dice and brawl. Daniel, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to
probably the first time Daniel has felt like happiness, like pure happiness.
yeah, I think that Daniel is like generally a happy-go-lucky guy on the outside,
Sure.
but yeah, I think internally this is this is a really good moment for him. And I'm wondering if his impulse would be uh to like try to get Danny to drive away with him and his friends, or if his first impulse would be to smash the steering wheel column in order to free Danny.
How about we call this we're gonna do this. I'm gonna have you roll two things. I'm gonna have
Okay.
you roll hold. Okay. And no matter what your degrees of success or failure are, if you fail your hold roll, you're going to try to smash the steering wheel and or the handcuff off. If you succeed that, you will attempt to get in the car, get the fuck out of there, right?
Okay.
Because I feel like that is kind of like a good duality of like emotion, right? Like that, like I just want you out of here versus what's the fucking smarter move, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so let's roll that, and then from there we'll have you go from there. One speed dice and just your hold roll. Last but not least, Quinn.
Okay, so I also would like to do that with my driver, basically. Try to maybe look for a key. Maybe in the backpack that was back there.
The car is running.
Oh, I meant key for the handcuffs.
Oh, gotcha. I'm so sorry.
No, all good. That was not clear.
Yeah, you know that. I mean, I would say that intelligent wise, that you know that if the key is in the vehicle, it's not going to be a place in which the driver could reach to. So
Mhm.
it's either in the very back of the vehicle or anywhere that they can't reach.
Okay, yeah. I would like to try to look for
Search.
search for the key.
Yeah,
Search for the key.
1 speed dice, and that's gonna be search.
Okay.
All y'all go for it. Um, let's see. Mac, what do you got?
Not out of this building, I don't got.
Oh no.
That will be that 4 from earlier paying for itself with a 95. So that is the full flight of 4 degrees of failure. We were almost to 3. Alas, the dice noped me.
What was your speed?
6.
6. Okay. Speed is 6. A failure of 4. Shauna, what do you got?
I've got a speed of 1 and 1 success.
All right. Daniel.
I have a speed of 8 with 2 successes.
Okay. Quinn, what do you got?
I have a speed of 5 and 2 successes.
All right. So that's gonna put Shauna first with your 1 and 1. You're able to lift the mask up with the 1, right? You're not able to like pull the helmet and the goggles off because the goggles are wrapped around underneath the helmet, but you're pulling like the mask portion of it. And you can see almost instantly this man's white flesh start to turn red, almost like an instantaneous sunburn. Like if you were to poke at it, you'd think that the flesh would be like that white. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen kiwi get sunburned, but but it's that like he was like taking my headphones off. Fuck y'all. But yeah, it is a instant sunburn.
All right. Who else leads your shitty ass colony?
And he's like, and he's like trying to reach for like the mask to try to cover up, and he just
And I put it back down just
And he-
enough.
and he's like, there's a ton of people that run that. You think that whole place is ran by one person? This just a fucking dick bag.
Right. How do we get to your medical stores?
And he's just kind of like hesitant, and you could feel like he's
I'm like,
trying.
I will do it again, motherfucker. And this
Well,
time, gravel.
You could feel that like he's trying to get a better footing, and his toes are like barely on the thing, and he's thinking of like survival.
I let go of the hand that's in the front, so that like I've got like kind of that
Yeah,
balance
like
on
that-
the mid back.
Yeah, it's that like that drop. And he's just like, look,
Next time without the fucking face mask.
stage 4.
How do I get there without being seen?
That I can't help you with.
Y'all got a map?
I mean, there's pamphlets. They give tours, or at least they used to. Are you? Never mind. I'm not going to help. Quinn.
But why not? No, you should help.
Quinn, it is your turn.
Yep. Can I find a key? I'm probably searching underneath the seats in the back, crawling over the seats, under the seats.
So you're searching and you find multiple magazines, like clips, for ammunition. You find like dirty shoes. You do not find keys, and you feel like you've like, even though it's a quick look, your assumption is that whoever has it's probably on a person.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel. You rolled 2 degrees of success on your hold. You have a moment of clarity and realize that yeah, that's not a priority. If you can get to safety, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get rid of the handcuffs. The You'll have the time to do it properly versus accidentally hurting them or accidentally breaking their arm or anything. And you can think of this, and as you pull away, he's looking at you, and you can tell that his tongue has also been removed.
All right, baby. I have some people here. We have a safe spot. But do you, w- we would really be grateful for a ride. Maybe we could, yeah, use your van.
It, he is, as you're saying this, he's just touching your face and just like wanting to, like it's almost like he isn't sure if this is real, or if this is the 1000th time that he's had this dream that you have come and you have saved him, and he's just tears running down his face, and he's just like, and as you're talking about driving, he like leans over to the passenger seat and just like pulls the doorknob or pulls the lever to open it, and he just waves over.
Yeah, I hop over. I'm also like yelling, "Hey, losers, get in the van!"
There goes Quinn's stealth. uh Technically, Mac, you would have gone before Daniel, because I forgot that Daniel rolled an 8 and you rolled a 6. But Mac, you're -4.
Yeah.
Would you like to describe that, or
Make me an offer.
would you like to give me those? I will allow you to succeed. Not smooth, not carefully, not stealthily. You just succeed. But I would like to use those points to add a little chaos into all of this.
Are we not already there?
No, he's just going directly for my point of temptation. Do I think you will be meaner to me than I would? Usually, no. But I think there's a chance, so I'll give it to you.
Okay. You successfully accomplish getting out. Belle still underneath, kind of a little scared, to be honest with you. She's a little frightened. There's gunshots been
Very
going
loud.
on. You start to hear the floor actually start to collapse behind you, and wood starts to fall through, and you realize that you made it through in the nick of time. And that's when you hear, "You think you can get me, you son of a bitch!" And a red stained suit wearing man walks through the front door and
You should have shot his ass again.
wildly starts firing with his one arm. He comes out when he sees this. Everyone can see he comes out with a gun in his, like a pistol in his hand, holding the gun up against his arm, and then he starts wildly firing. We're going to roll his firearms. So let's see how well he does.
What kind of penalty is having half your...
Oh, it is 3 difficulty dice.
Oh, good.
But I rolled a 31, so we'll see what 3 difficulty dice are equivalent to. Okay, that's 42. That's not bad total. I was like, the first person that he sees would be Shauna, but I feel like as a GM, I've been picking on Shauna. So
Honestly, I wouldn't agree, but
you don't think I've been picking on you?
I have been downed. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions, hello.
He did get 1 degree of success. So Shauna, you take a shot in the back.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant though. I thought I was gonna get to dodge or something.
It works the same way as you're gonna take 5 points of damage. I believe that is over your available stress. So you're going to take 1 point of damage as and you're going to put bullet wound for your damage.
So wait, I was already down once. What does this mean for me?
So when you were knocked out, right? Your stamina had been was a 6, right? You took 1 point of damage, which
and then 7.
And then 7. But instead of going into the damage portion, it just depleted your stress because they're not trying to do lethal damage. This is so your stamina is at 0, and you now take. You know that there are 5 lines that say health on the left of it, or if you're looking at the character sheet in the book.
Yes.
But there is 5 points of health. You're going to put a 5 in the first box, and you're going to put bullet wound. So you can take a total of 5 injuries. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That 5 in that first box, when someone tries to heal you, they have to roll enough successes to heal that damage.
Okay. There's no option for me to put a number like in the box, so I'll just put it next to it.
Sure, yeah, next to it. If you have a physical copy, the way that they made it is you're supposed to put a D6 with the number on top of it. It's like
a stupid little checkbox in Roll20.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Cool. That is going to be the start of the next round. After he fires a shot into Shauna, he takes the heated barrel of the gun and presses it against his arm again.
Idiot, that's not how you cauterize.
Nope, not even close. But it's less him cauterizing it and more of him going to reach for his arm because it's in pain again. And he puts the heated gun against it. Like, it's not so much he's like, oh, look how badass I am. It's more of like, and then he like.
Oh, and it's not Sam disdaining him. It's Mac.
I'm just letting all of you know that is the physical embodiment in what she was doing.
Yeah.
Quinn, what do you want to do? You definitely just saw Shauna take a shot in the back.
Fuck. And then fucking Daniel's fucking yelling, oh, get in, losers. Fucking hate this guy. Who brought him along? Stares at Mac in my head. Anyway.
And I'd do it again.
I think that I would be able to hear where Daniel is.
The cars are next to each other.
Right. Does Daniel also see Shauna get shot, or is he so
everyone saw Shauna get shot.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna look at Daniel and be like, come on, dude. And draw my bow and try to shoot from afar. Get out of the car.
I would say, you're probably at like the side door because it's like a sliding side door.
Right. Yeah, maybe sit in the car. Sit in the van.
Okay.
Draw my bow and try to shoot the fucking producer.
So I'm going to say it's your normal attack speed dice plus 1 to draw your weapon in the vehicle. Daniel.
I want to propose something to Danny, which is, what if we just like hop the why can't I think of it? The curb, and like drive underneath Shauna so she can like hop onto the roof of our van.
Okay. That would be expression. Would be the role. Shauna, what would you like to do? I'm trying to unmute.
Fucking mouse. And wires. So am I still holding on to this guy after being shot? Probably not. Huh?
I'm going to make you roll another roll if you want to keep him on.
Okay. Does he have a gun or anything, or just a club?
He had a rifle that is on a sling on his body.
I'm going to remove his rifle and drop him down the stairs real quick to try and get a shot aimed at the producer.
So they're usually wrapped around, but they usually have like a quick release if need be. I'm gonna say that this is going to be a
Is there like sleight of hand on here?
So I was trying to look for why don't we do this? Why don't we say that it is you can either use a stealth, we'll say that it's not doing it. So you push pull or pull lift would work. Or composure. I would even give you a composure option.
Okay.
And are you going to try to fire the gun?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to need you it's Sam, how many speed dice is it for you?
2.
Okay. So we're going to do 5 speed dice for you because you're trying to do a lot here. And I'm going to need you to roll. Theoretically, I shouldn't allow you to do all of these things. But I'm the GM. Fuck this.
Or you know what? No. If it's strapped to his back, I'm going to hold him steady and use him as like a table to like cock the shotgun and just shoot the guy.
Okay.
Not a table, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll say that this will be 4 speed dice, and we're gonna add 2 difficulty dice to the firearm long gun roll.
Okay. So when you add 2 difficulty dice, what does that mean?
You're gonna roll your percentile die with 2 d6s, and you're gonna add those numbers together.
Or subtract the difficulty die.
No. So you're gonna roll your percentile die. Say,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like right now, I rolled a shitty roll. I rolled 83, and then I rolled 2 d6s. I rolled a 4 and a 1, so that would be a 88. Oh wow! And my success level is 43, so that's 5.
So 4 speed die and then 2 levels of
difficulty dice. Exactly. That brings us to Mac.
Yeah. So I've rolled through. I'm on the other side. On the walkway, I have Belle with me. Then I would like to pull and pull.
Okay. Add 1 more speed dice to that.
Okay.
Well, because you're trying to. The first pull is you're trying.
It's really just back on the hand rims for a nice clear shot.
No. Yeah. You gave up your 4 degrees of failure to me, so it counted as you making it completely over. So just your normal roll. And whoever's ready, let me know.
I'm ready, and I got for my speed die 11 total.
Okay.
And for my degrees, I got null.
Okay. Daniel?
I have speed 2, success 1.
Okay. Shauna?
Speed 10, success 2.
That's fucking good with 2 difficulty dice. Mac,
I rolled low on the difficulty dice, which is not the same that I could say for my speed dice.
What do you got, Mac?
Speed 14, outcome null.
Yeah, I know that game. Daniel, you how long were you and Danny married?
I think we got married out of high school, so maybe like 10 years.
You feel like the last few months that you haven't seen him have been non-existent. You can read each other. You don't need to speak. He immediately knows what you want to do when you start speaking. Would you say that Danny is the brains of the two?
Oh, absolutely.
You're literally like halfway through saying, get to Shauna, and literally as the van pulls up and cuts through bushes, Mac, the van literally drives right up to you. Like the you see that the front of the vehicle is like right in your way, and it kind of frightens you.
Sorry.
Shauna, you got a 10. What do you got?
So I'm gonna go ahead with shooting that, like getting that shot off and shooting the producer.
All right, roll it.
Oh, can you? What are your long gun stats?
It's gonna be 2 degrees of success is going to be 3 dice. Sorry.
3d6. That is 8 damage.
And you fire it, and you see him collapse to the ground to one knee, and his hand like holding him up, and his pistol hand holding him up as he's just kind of like bleeding out onto the floor below him. He starts to cough, and he's unable to speak because his lungs are filling with blood. And that's going to make us Quinn's turn.
So Daniel and Danny ran into the producer?
No, they drove the van underneath the stairs where Mac was at, so that Shauna can just jump down onto the van if need be.
Got it. Okay. So my intention was to shoot the producer, but I did roll null.
So yeah, you before you even get to fire, or before you let go of the arrow, you see that he falls.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Nothing happens.
Mac, you had a 14. You also had a null. I'm gonna say you fired through the floor, like you're sealing the floor for him, and just miss. That's going to be the end of combat rounds. So if you'd like to be more free and fluid with your actions, feel free to be.
I like my actions like I like my gender.
I would like to perform first aid on myself. Oh wait, no, I've got this motherfucker.
Bring him with us.
Somebody come get this asshole.
Shauna, you asked a very, very good question, which is, how do you get in without being noticed? And
This guy and that driver over there, right? Maybe.
Well, it kind of hits you as your adrenaline starts to calm down that they're all wearing fully covered clothing, that you can't see their face, you can't see their eyes, you can't see their helmet. It would be very easy to steal their clothes and have 2 wonderful drivers drive you in to wherever you need. And as that thought hits you, we're going to take our break.
I was like, does he get up?
He gets up and he starts shooting.
He's a fucking Terminator.
Danny
fired, I
DeVito.
missed. And I fired, and I missed. I missed both times.
We're going to take our break. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Go get a drink, take a snack, and we'll be right back. Hey Kiwi, I have a quick question for you. You want to talk
Mhm.
about that? Oh, you unmuted. Ah!
Uh-huh.
I was gonna
What am I
ask.
talking about?
I was hoping you would tell me about the worst day ever comic book series that you asked me if I was reading or not.
Oh, One Bad Day.
One Bad Day.
One Bad Day, and it's a series of like Batman villains getting their own like little like half trade paperback of story. So like the first one was the Riddler, and then they did Two-Face and then Penguin. And I only have the Two-Face one because it has a sexy ass cover. I will show it to you later.
Okay. Cannot be seen on stream. All right. Welcome back, everyone. As we left off, you all had gained control of the vehicles. And Shauna, you came up with the idea or realization that you probably can get into stage 4 if you all pretend to be members.
So at that point, I'm just going to hit this guy in the back of the head with the butt of his rifle. Or
You're talking. Yeah, you could because you're tech. So the way that it kind of worked is he is kind of staying up because you've got the gun and the gun has got the strap onto him. So you could very easily just like pull the gun back and hit him right in the chin and like hopefully concuss him that way.
that's
I want.
the goal.
You okay, Sam?
Hopefully.
Butt chin.
We're good.
Look, I got a butt chin right there. Anyways,
This
yeah,
guy's gonna have a permanent one.
yeah, you hit him, and he falls back, and you see his body just.
A little help over here, and I'm going to attempt to perform first aid on myself.
Okay. Roll.
Oh, wait, actually, get into the van. And wait, no, rolling my first aid.
What is
important.
while Sean is doing that? What is everyone else doing?
Well, the Sprinter van rolled right up to me.
Yep.
And those are always doors in the back kind of boyos, which is a pretty perfect way to load in, frankly.
Yeah, they have a sliding door on the side, and they have a big
back is the Yep. So it rolled right up to me.
Yep. You just gotta go around to the back. Yeah.
I mean, but it backed up into me, right?
No. It went.
Oh, it front up into me.
Yeah, you had the grill up to your face, like.
Cool. So a nice New York. I'm walking.
I'm wheeling here.
Yep. All right. Yeah. I don't think Mac has anything else that they know to do right now, seeing as they know not about the handcuffs or any key search.
Are you trying to? Are you putting your chair in the back, or are you trying to get you and the chair together in the back?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, part of my motivation for loading into the back is we can just bop around there together.
Okay.
It's a pretty easy load. I mean, I popped the wheels off, obviously. But...
Yeah. I was just curious because I didn't know if you wanted to be up in the front of the van or if you were cool with staying in the what's equivalent to the trunk, right?
I have a rifle. I don't need to sit shotgun. That's a whole different weapon.
All right. What is Quinn and Daniel doing?
I think Daniel is patting down bodies to look for keys.
Oh, so you're outside. Okay, roll me a search.
Sure.
And then Quinn, what were you doing?
Assuming that I'm still in the van with my new friend, and I see what's going on up there, I'm gonna ask the new friend to pull up to the to the van that's by the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And then get out and ask, what's going on. Like,
So the distance in which it traveled was maybe like 10 feet. Like it wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was assuming it was like, a parking lot or
No,
something.
no,
But
no,
okay,
no.
cool.
They literally like pulled up to the apartment complex, started firing, then walked up. Like it
Okay.
wasn't. Yeah, it was not like a long travel.
Got it. Okay. Then yeah, I'll just hop out and ask everyone what's going on. Is everyone okay?
Go for it.
Yeah, looking for some keys.
What's your degrees of success, Daniel?
1 failure.
1 failure. Yeah, as you're going through them, you find keys, but they are like keys to actually you find car keys, but they're not the car keys. Like you find like another vehicle. You even find you find keys to a scooter.
I always wanted a scooter.
Help me get the excuse me, the uniforms off these guards. We're gonna need them. I called down to the void.
Okay. Sure. All right.
I know where they keep the medicine. We're going in.
Oh. And these are going to be our disguises.
Yeah, that. But also
Nice.
a little help with the first aid.
You're up a flight of stairs.
Yeah. And I rolled with 1 success. But I'm assuming that's not enough to heal my gunshot wound because I need 5 for that.
No. Yeah, you're unable to succeed at your gunshot wound. You patch it up by putting gauze over it or like trying to slow the bleeding, but it's clearly it's not helpful.
Slug.
Yeah, not in this situation. It's rough.
Step into my office. It's the back of the van.
And I climbed down to the back of the van.
All right. Let's see.
I can't reach around and
Yes. What am I for but to provide such reach arounds? This is going to sting a lot and generally be quite unpleasant.
Much like my last marriage. Never been married.
I was. All right. How high are degrees of success allowed? No, I'm still because it's the subtraction, so it's just the 4.
Yeah, what do you mean subtraction?
I forgot nulls.
Oh, yeah. Question. Did you use any of your medicine or any of the items that you were given?
I didn't use the level 5 painkillers because the truth is that I don't want Shauna's blood pressure to bottom out.
Sure.
Which is a risk if I'm trying to dose a painkiller with morphine or any sort of morphinoid, which a level 5 painkiller almost certainly would be unless it's ketamine, and neither Mac nor I is an anesthesiologist in particular, so I probably would not mess with dosing with that.
How many degrees of success did you have?
So it was a 20 on the dice over an 81. So I believe it topped out.
So that's 4 degrees of success. If you use your gauze bandages, it gives you a +1, which would put you at 5 degrees of success.
Sure.
Okay. So what I'm going to need you to do is take a single D6 and roll it and tell me what the number is.
5.
you use all of your gauze bandages, so you can remove that from your inventory.
All right.
But you stop this completely. The slug is going to stay inside of Shauna,
Oh shit.
but Shauna, mechanically wise, you no longer have a wound. Does that make sense?
So
you
this could come back to bite me later. That's
well,
fine.
Mhm.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So mechanically wise, no, it's not. Real world, yes, having a slug in you would infect
very bad.
probably and be bad. In this,
You could fibers around it. It's just, yeah, the tissue
Yeah.
it's in would not be happy. We'll have to do a proper surgery. If we get to actual propofol on stage 4, we can do something.
yeah, mechanically wise, you are patched up, but you you don't have any like receptacles unless Mac is pushing their fingers inside of you, which which would probably do some damage.
Damn, that's crazy.
All right. Yeah. Should really add some long tweezers to this. That would do the trick. I have them like
Get it
on
at
the other
stage
side of my
4.
room for keyboard shit. But no, we'll open you up again later. It'll be fun. It won't be fun.
As long as it's you, I guess we can have some fun. Ugh, fuck, that hurt.
Yeah, I would not do this recreationally. Are you all right?
Quinn, the driver tries to get your attention and starts to sign to you.
Mhm.
Does Quinn know ASL?
They can.
I'm asking you, do you want them to know ASL, or does it make sense
Yeah.
for them to know ASL?
You know, they were a professor. They probably had maybe deaf students and picked it up over the years. So I would say yes, they would have made the initiative to learn ASL.
So why don't we say this? We'll say you're not proficient in the sense that you're
Sure, yeah.
you're able to pick up most things,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
As they're trying to sign to you, the words that you pick up is suit, keys.
Where's the suit at? He said suit, keys.
Oh yeah, he's right over there.
Oh, okay.
And sure enough,
The keys.
yeah, up the stairs, the producer is laying on his stomach, collapsed clearly.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Shauna's got a question.
I thought he was he had come down the stairs, or it was outside.
No, he walked outside of. So you were on the stairs. You turned and shot him. when he
Landing
walked-
top of the stairs kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
You didn't let him make it down the stairs, Shauna. Does he have
Come
anything else
tumbling.
fun on him?
Ooh, maybe a key card.
roll me a search.
Oh god. Okay. I will do that.
At least that's bones.
Ooh,
Oh!
okay.
You know how I was telling you about that ramen sticker? I just found it.
That's
Why are they
kind of
that
cool though.
color?
I like that.
Why are they
That's
that color though?
Yeah.
I mean, it is weird. They should have made it like eggs or something.
Yeah, white
But-
and yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sorry,
got-
that was really random. I apologize.
no, it's all good. That was pre-show talk. I got 2 exactly degrees of success. Yes.
As you're going through, you find the keys, like they're in his front right pocket, and you pull the keys out. With the additional degree of success, I will say that you also what else do you find? Is there anything specific or an idea you think you would like to find in there?
Maybe like he has a security badge that unlocks his specific office, or something that will bypass a security gate. Something of that type of, like a clearance badge, basically. That's what I'm looking for.
What I'll give you is another silver key that he has, that on it's just the word lockbox.
Okay, I will take that.
I assume you head down.
Yeah, I'll head back down and meet up with everyone else. And
The driver's literally like,
yeah, I will unlock the driver.
As soon as you do it, they sign thank you and give you a huge hug, and he picks you up. Like, that's the big hug again, like the hug and the pickup. And then they set you down, and then they like go and grab clothing and just try to cover their skin as much as they possibly can. And you can tell that as they do that, it is painful for them. They're literally, as they're doing that, Daniel, I assume you immediately grab the keys and go get Danny out.
Absolutely.
Danny's in better shape, but they're still have not been treated well. The other driver signs that signs to you, Quinn, that their tongues were removed as drivers so that they wouldn't talk or give the information to where they were or how to get in. And then he mentions that the reason he knows how to sign is because before the apocalypse, his nephew was deaf at birth, and he was learning so that when he got old enough, he could sign to him. And he's saying this in tears because he is so happy that he's able to be free. Without going into too much detail, it looks like they're kind of like forced to live in the van.
Oh no.
We need to get them back to the airport.
We need to get medical supplies first.
Yeah, but I don't know that we need 3 vans though. And then I like check with Danny.
2 vans.
Oh, 2?
Mm-hmm.
I check with Danny to be like, just us, right?
And he looks
Like-
at you.
Like we only need 1 van?
Okay, I get what you're saying. And he goes, he tries to speak, but with his tongue gone, it's very difficult for any of you to understand except for Daniel. Sorry, I literally took a handful of fucking peas right before peas. I know I did. Anyways,
No sympathy.
it's fine. Don't have sympathy. He starts to speak, and you can tell the way that he's speaking, and I'm not going to try to imitate someone that has lost their tongue's voice. But they kind of speak to you saying, two out, 2 in. It would a lot of explaining if 1 returns.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
And Quinn, the other driver, signs and says about the same thing. Like, you all are kind of mashed together at this point.
Okay.
And he signs, someone would have to explain where the other van went, and to the guard. And if you're trying to get in, the less you have to talk, the better. And then at the end he adds a quip, unless you used to perform on the stages at Warner Brothers. Implying being a good actor.
All right, but like both of you guys are coming back with us when our mission is done.
How the fuck are we gonna get off that base though?
I mean, only way to find out is to go see what we're working with, right?
Weekend at Bernie's.
The driver
He wants
signs
us back out.
the driver signs 2 other drivers.
All right. If you can get them while we're loading up the medical supplies, then we could make a break for it.
I don't know if they'll be able to leave the vans because of the handcuff situation. Like they
have the keys.
Yes, we have
The
the
ostensible
key, but
situation.
yeah, like it would seem weird if 2 drivers left their post when they have to be in their
Good
post.
point. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, we can split up then.
What's your name?
Vince.
Oh yeah, by the way, you guys, this is my husband, Danny.
Oh shit, that's Danny?
Yeah.
What?
And he mouths, "You've been talking about me?"
Of course I have. Fucking love you, dude.
Mac and Quinn sees the other driver signing, going, "Oh, like you haven't spoken about Danny."
I'd say we have to talk, but I don't speak husband.
Aw.
Medical supplies? Back at the base.
Shauna was told specifically stage 4.
I'm assuming y'all know how to get us to stage 4, right? And I'm kind of starting to shuffle into one of these outfits.
Yeah, they nod and they sign. We can get you there, but I really want to get the other 2 drivers out too.
Are there only 2 other vans in the entire soundstage?
A lot more vehicles than vans, but they've been running out of fuel.
Of course.
So 2 working currently.
Well, if we take the drivers with the vans, we've got 4 new vans at the base, at
There we
the
go.
airport, and they don't have a way to follow us immediately.
Win-win.
All right. Let's do it.
You all, I assume all of you are getting into said outfits.
I don't think there's really a point for Mac. They're just not gonna be like, if you have a wheeler.
Sure.
So I think they're going to just curl up under one of the benches of the van. So if someone looks in the window, Macant.
Yeah.
And then they'll just have to stealth once they're in there.
Okay.
Knowing that you're hiding, being out of sight, you would be the best eyes inside, and we would likely not be able to get you out without being seen into the stage area.
Yeah.
Could I ask that Mac makes a list of names of the medicine that we need?
Oh.
And the driver stops both of you and it says, "Stages are drivable."
Oh,
Yeah, because they have to load in the heavier pieces and
They
stuff
have
like that.
they have
Big doors.
massive, what's called elephant doors. They're huge doors that open up that you could easily drive a vehicle and then some into it.
But even if we didn't use
Cool.
that, as long as we back the van up to the loading area, that's just traveling me from the back of the van to inside the soundstage.
Okay, perfect. For some reason I was envisioning like a warehouse with a single little door.
A cat door.
Yeah, not
That would
okay.
bottleneck the stage real hard.
Yeah.
So fortunate. Okay. Can I just real quick throw some, like, I understand they can't be wearing what they weren't before, but can I at least throw like some aloe vera kind of stuff on these poor guys who've been burnt all to crisp, and that has to hurt real bad?
So
Fuck
Maybe
that
some
guy.
lidocaine ointment.
yeah, I don't believe, I mean,
Resources are finite. Fuck them.
you have
I say that to you.
That's his husband.
first aid.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the guys that we left for dead.
Oh no, heck them. The drivers.
Damn.
Gonna close
Truly a
Danny's
sick burn.
ears when you say that.
Oh, sorry, not you, Danny. Sorry.
How about we use the salve that I gave you?
Yeah.
Because it says treats poisons, but I mean, sun poison is the same fucking thing, right?
No.
Not in real life. I just mean like game mechanically wise, like.
Right. I mean, you wouldn't use a topical for a poison most of the time anyway, so
Yeah.
heck. I mean, yeah.
Okay. So so you're going to use,
on that?
so what you're going to roll is, we're going to see if you have enough to use on both. So the first person you use on is Vince or Danny.
Yeah. Vince.
Okay. Roll a d6, and if you roll a 3 or higher, you run out.
So that is a 2.
Hey, okay. So then roll 2 d6s this time.
That is a 5 and a 1.
Yeah, you run out of it when you use it on Danny.
Fair, but necessary. That didn't sit right with Mac. They might actually have a soul under there.
All right, so the last thing before we go, the driver signs to Mac and Quinn, and since Quinn or Mac, are you fluent? Would you say Mac is fluent in ASL?
I'd say they're probably using Pidgin. They don't have good topic comment grammatical structure.
Sure. Okay, so you're getting.
I'll say they can hang.
Yeah. You're getting the same broken up kind of.
Yeah.
That Quinn is getting. They say, can any of you do a masculine voice? All of these were dudes.
Weekend at Bernie's, I'm telling you.
Is this masculine enough?
Yeah, I can do it.
And he signs, sure, why not? And he says, one of you needs to be in each vehicle. So whoever's in the passenger seat needs to be the one going to be using deception on their next roll.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Yeah, I could totally do that.
You know,
Well,
I don't see a deception stat here.
It is going to be
Persuade.
persuade. Yeah, persuade.
Yeah, I'm definitely very good at that. I am a man.
You don't have to be a man to be mask. All right, there's a difference. All right.
Damn.
I'm a
Got
man.
All right. So who's in which vehicle?
I'm with Danny.
Okay, you and Danny are in one vehicle.
I narrated myself getting into Danny's
Okay.
and making that my office.
Okay. So
I will be in the other.
Shauna and Quinn are with Vince. The two of you, or sorry, not the two of you, the 6 of you, all dressed up in your fake military outfits. And you can very much tell that these were props used in some television show. These have zero actual, Kevlar. Like, it's all fake.
Costume rental piece of
Yeah, it's like one step above Spirit Halloween, right? When it comes to the quality. The drive from where you're at to the studio is smooth. They've cleared the roads. They've put things in the way so that the undead don't accidentally just walk across the streets. They have cleared this area in the vicinity so that they can drive and they can get where they need to go, or at least specific roads, not all of them. And you pull up Danny's vehicle in the front and pulls up to a gate that is a chain link fence gate with steel rods in between them. And someone comes out, opens it just enough so a person can walk out, and they close it. They walk up to the passenger side door, and they wait for you to roll down the window.
Yeah, I roll it down and I say, reporting back.
Oh yeah, get anything good, or was it just noise?
Nah, just some other zombos.
All right, cool. We're gonna do a quick perimeter. Roll me your deception or your persuasion.
3 successes.
He takes out a long stick that has a rounded mirror on it, and he sticks it underneath the van, and he walks around the van, showing off or looking underneath it. And then he goes, all right, first one clear. And someone opens the chain for you to drive through. Danny drives forward and pulls and veers off to the right. They close the gate behind and they wave the next vehicle. Vince drives up and they do the same thing. They walk to the window. Everyone make it out all right?
Yeah, for the most part.
All right, roll that persuasion or that persuade.
Yeah. I
should have done my mask voice.
Shut up. I'm a man. Okay. Where's my persuade? Oh, that's double zeros, not 90. I thought it was a 90. I was like, fuck. So that's 3 successes.
No, that's the good kind then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good kind. 3 successes exactly. It was almost like 5 failures. So.
He goes, hey, did you manage to find any liquor while you're out?
Oh, I thought I did, but it turns out it was just a bottle of piss.
Oh, fuck. That's nasty, dude.
That's so
That's
gross,
fucking
dude.
Gross. Oh my god, you remember when Tim took that bottle of piss and poured it on that dude that was sleeping? Fuck, that was so funny. Oh my
man.
god.
Oh, Tim, what a guy.
Oh man. All right. Hold on. Well, you got to get it. Hold on. And he pulls the same stick out and he walks around. And sure enough, there is. He goes, all right, vehicle 2 clear. And they open it up, and Vince drives in, and they close the gate. Danny waits for Vince's vehicle, and they pull up and they drive together. You see that on Warner Brothers lot, there is large buildings on the left and the right side of the of the road. Parking structures full of abandoned cars that have since been flipped over and used as reinforcements for walls. They continue to drive, and you can see the numbers of the stages. Danny drives past stage 4. and so does Vince. And they drive to this backlot section where you see rows of vehicles, stake bed trucks mostly, a couple box trucks, and 2 other white vans. They back up and they pull next to the 2 vans. Vince looks over at you, Quinn, and signs, "We have to stay here or they'll suspect something. Just get out and look like you're dicking around."
Operation Dick Around will do. Shauna, you hear that?
Sack Tap Central. Got it.
You both in vehicle 1 in Danny's vehicle see that they get out and sack tap each other, I guess. Okay.
I thought it was the radiation, but no, the toxicity I die of is masculinity.
Kiwi, I'm just gonna tell you, you never do that when you're being sack tapped. I'm just gonna throw that one out there. That is not what you do if you ever.
Yeah, bro, lean in.
Yeah, do not lean in. Okay, do not lean
I'm
in.
leaning in. I'm all in.
That's
I'm
pretty,
all in.
bro.
Are
That's
you
pretty
tapping
gay.
your own sack?
That's pretty gay, bro. Don't do that.
I hope
You
so.
want to see gay?
Yeah, I'll show you, gay.
Okay, slight tangent and dispersion of tension, but there's a great scene in a show called Scrubs where they go upstairs and they go downstairs. He goes, "I don't know, that one feels weird." He goes, "All right, we'll try it later." It just made me think of that. I imagine Kiwi literally just like, "Yeah, that's sack tapping, right?"
Kiwi is totally Zach Braff. Minus the, dating a 19-year-old.
Well,
Oh yeah, that does
Nice.
happen.
Yeah.
So anyways, so you see them kind of goofing around a little bit. And you see that there are 2 other drivers in the vehicle, window cracked as they are sitting there. Just that's the only air that they're getting, and they're trying to not bake alive in the cars as the cars are shut off, and they're just like sitting there miserable.
I want to leave my van and kind of like get close to the other 2 and pretend I'm like horsing around like they are, but I want to like whisper into one of these open windows, "Hey bro, we're like here to set you and your van pal free."
The person who looked that you say this to looked motionless as you were talking, as you can tell that this was probably a form of abuse that they regularly received, of just harassing them, of just like, "Oh, you're stuck in a van," kind of a thing. And as soon as you say that, he like quickly turns and like looks at you very confused, and then leans forward to see Danny, and Danny just lifts up his right arm to show that there's no handcuff and back down.
"Yeah, this is legit. Can you like open your door? We want to make this quiet."
And before you finish it, the door's open.
Yeah. And I imagine Quinn and I just like unlock their handcuffs.
Roll me a stealth, just one, whoever, and it can be whichever one of you feels that they are the most stealthy.
I was going to say, I'm looking around for security cameras that are directed this way.
Roll me a search.
How stealthy are you feeling, Quinn?
And a percent to 1 and 100.
On a hypothetical scale of percentile, what total would you see as your ability to be stealthy? And I can tell you if I'm better or not.
Yeah, you took that test, right? That online test.
Yeah, I did.
Was that INFP? Is that the stealthy one?
First of all, I'm ENFP. Second of all, wrong test.
I'm Googling these words that are being said.
It's 16 personalities.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Briggs, my
Yeah, it's
Oh.
zodiac for personalities.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Daniel, are you more stealthy than me?
Reading your mind. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, roll it. What do you got, Shauna? You're talking, but we can't hear you.
Oh, I was singing Limp Bizkit.
What was your degrees of success on your search, by the way? Or your you can either do a search or a spot
Oh,
lesson.
if I get a 26 over 45, is that just 1 degree of success?
26, yes.
Okay, I thought so. I was hoping that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do spot listen. So, which is still annoying, but it's a 3 degrees of success.
So the first thing you notice is that there's no power. 0.
Oh, I fucking knew that. I'm such a dumbass. I was thinking that when we were like. Anyway.
Yeah, and the other thing that kind of glares on you is the fact that the gate was a manual gate that they moved. Like, there's no power. If there's power, it's probably very small generators to probably refrigerate food, maybe, if anything. But security cameras are a luxury, do not exist. But with your other 2 degrees of success, you see that there are people with guns walking along the rooftops of buildings, of stages specifically. And they've got long guns, and they're walking along the perimeter of the stage.
Okay. Let's do this as stealthily as quickly as possible, because you don't want to be seen unlocking these. Toss me those keys.
So, Danny, you already rolled stealth. So what'd you get?
I had 1 degree of success.
Okay. Are you gonna try and do these? Are you gonna try to do the second one, or are you gonna send it to Shauna?
Yeah, I feel like Shauna might have a better idea after checking out the surroundings.
Sure.
So I'll do that.
Go for it, Shauna. Give me that stealth.
It's a null.
Okay. You take the key, and between your inability to be stealthy and the excitement of the person, it isn't quiet. In fact, as soon as the key is unlocked, they slam on the gas. And they start driving.
I immediately pull out that I'm going to assume.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying you're in the driver, or they're in the driver's seat. You're at the driver door, so you're not in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming I kept that long rifle with me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This fucker's getting away from underneath my mask, and I start fucking shooting this guy. Cause fuck that, you ain't about to get me caught. We got shit to get.
Are you aiming to kill, or are you aiming to just shoot the vehicle?
Aiming poorly. I don't want to do either.
Okay.
I'm just like Call of Duty, like worst tier.
So
absolute shit tier.
This is what I'm going to tell you to do. You're going to need to roll me a deception or persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to need you to roll 4d6s.
Can I take back the yell?
Sure.
And he's still locked or no?
He's unlocked. You succeeded at unlocking.
That is a full 5 degrees of fail.
So you max out at 4.
4.
You fire and the vehicle stops.
Probably more convincing this way.
What was your 4d6 roll?
Sixes explode, right?
Yes.
So that's 10, 16, 21.
As you fire, the gun clicks. Click, click, click. You're out of ammo.
Whatever. Not my gun.
So you fire a couple of times into the vehicle, and one of them is clear is a fatal shot as the vehicle hits the wall of one of the stages. This even without yelling, this gathers the attention of a lot of people, and a bunch of people start running from all different directions to this vehicle. Vincent is looking very worried, and so is Danny. And communication is they say now or never.
Okay. I'm going to make my run for it.
Okay.
into stage 4.
Okay, so you're gonna open the door and wheel out, or do you want to?
Yeah.
Or do you want to yell at Vincent to drive?
I think we should. If we're escaping, we should. Let me show.
I think that draws attention to Vincent. I think it's easier for me to be literally low profile and look, I'd rather draw their fire than fire on them. Don't tell any of these people. I think that. But, I just don't want anything else bad to happen to them. So I will go on my own in.
Mac, you go to open the door, and the very familiar click sound of it being locked. And Vincent starts driving. Not quickly.
Yeah. No, smartly just putting himself into this too. Like, child locks, seriously.
And
I'll just over my shoulder so I can see the rear view if he's on his back.
No. And because he's got both hands on the wheel, he literally just goes, ah, shut
Same
the.
to you.
You get the shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. I at this point I'll succumb to the inevitable, and I will flip the beanie. Poor Belle had not figured her way out of. We just put a beanie over Belle. But now it's beanie in a soup bowl, or Belle in a soup bowl of a beanie.
The three of you see Mac and Vince start driving away.
I want to board up into Danny's van then.
Okay, you get in. What is the other two doing?
I think that I would like to grab a weapon, a gun, out of the back of the van. Grab one of the magazines I saw. Make sure I'm fully fucking loaded. And kind of be on standby between where Mac and Vince are and this scene that has now happened with Shauna shooting the van and the van crashing, to kind of see what's going on, kind of be that a bystander of seeing what's happening and hoping that if they do turn their attention, I can turn them back, basically.
Yeah, so people are mainly paying attention to the crashed vehicle, but a couple of guards walk over to Shauna. And whoa, what the fuck happened?
Yo,
Still muted.
I just came over and was fucking with that guy, and he thought it was a good time to try and fucking drive away. And I said, not with our shit. So I shot him.
Roll persuasion.
Here we fucking go. Put this back up again. Come on, no whammies. Barely 1 degree of success.
Within the chaos of all of this, he just kind of is like, he's like, I fucking keep telling them we need to not leave the keys in the fucking vans. Like, these fucking guys are just gonna drive away whenever they want. You know, they keep saying, oh, the fear is the important part. It's how you put them in their place. It's fucking bullshit, man. This is what's gonna happen. Now we lost a driver and we lost a fucking van because you know that's gonna be fucking impossible to fix.
I don't know, man.
He goes,
I should have just fucking ran after him and then hit him in the head so he didn't crash it.
I mean, dude was in the car. You did the right thing. Like, it's fine. Chill the fuck out. We'll figure this shit out. I mean, do you want to tell the producer or should I?
I got it.
You sure? I can. I mean, might be easier if I ease the blow.
Listen, my fault, man. I think you'll understand. Honestly, I don't want him fucking coming after you and after me. I don't want him to shoot the messenger, bro.
All right, man. You got this. I guess I'll get the fucking cleanup crew over here. And he starts walking away. What would you all like to do? Mac, you pull up to stage 4, and Vince backs up to the elephant door, and you hear that familiar click of the doors unlocking.
If it gets hot, don't wait up.
You just hear the AC blowing in the car.
Okay, all right. Chill here then.
You just used to see him nod.
All right. Oh, it is hot out here. I hate it. I want to stay in the AC. I'll pop the wheels back on my chair.
You pop the wheels back in, and you're filled with rage. Unadulterated rage. Not just mad at the fact that you just killed someone that just got you went to save, but the fact that you're on the doorsteps of what could possibly be it, and you're doing this alone, and you are so angry and hot. It's not even hot outside, and you can tell that your flesh feels like it's on fire.
I don't know that I have any antipyretics on me. Sweetie, stay in here where it's cool. And you know that thing where, like, you're about to just flip out and you want to cause as minimal collateral as possible. The last totally chill, rational thing Max got on them is like, Belle, stay in the AC.
Yeah, I have testosterone in my body too. I know that feeling.
Yep. So I, as an expert in testosterone having, narrate this. But yeah, I clear the space of it and go into this downstage just wishing a motherfucker would.
You wheel in, and as you wheel in, you hear AC. You hear electricity. You see that this entire location, this specific room, has got generators
Fucking
keeping large scale fridges, like made for cafeterias, and you can see that there is bags of blood that are labeled with blood type, that there is medicine that needs to be cooled and refrigerated. This is a fully kitted out medical facility.
Yeah, I'm definitely hallucinating. I want to go over to one of the just any of the equipment bags, anything that might be labeled. Is it a St. Joseph's bag? Did they raid St. Joseph?
Roll me a non-consequential medicine roll of some sort. If you have advanced medicine, feel free to add that to your first aid.
That is an insuperable number. That's like 103 Dalmatians.
10-4. This looks like if you were to guess, this is probably a location in which was being, at least originally, set up for hospital, for people to come to be treated, and then whoever was here decided to not help anyone and only help the people that were here.
Oh my
god. You can also see that there are a few people in here working. They seem to just be walking around doing their own thing and do not notice you.
Okay.
And while that's happening, we're going to go back to the other three of you. Danny, Daniel, Quinn, and Shauna. You all are seeing this scene take place as people are walking from what seems to be where they were working or where they were doing something, and they're kind of gawking at this incident as they open the door and pull out a body and lay it on the floor, and they go, "How did he get uncuffed?"
Let's get out of here, you guys.
And Danny's ready to go.
How far is stage 4 from here?
It's like 2 stages over. So feet wise, you're looking at like, it's about 2 stages is probably like a block away.
Shit. Okay. I'm going to inconspicuously slip into the back of this van.
Okay. What about you, Quinn?
Hold on. Can you mute?
I thought I accidentally deafened, not muted. I'm just like, la, 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 la.
All good. I just didn't want to have
double
me. Yeah. Since I feel like I kind of positioned myself far away from the van, and maybe not necessarily at stage 4 where Mac is, but maybe to the stage that's closest to.
Sure. Do you want to just start walking?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna walk like I'm doing a regular walk towards stage 4, a jaunt, if you will.
Danny waves the other driver, and the 2 vans start moving away from the scene. and start moving closer to stage 4. They're going slow. They're going 7 miles per hour, which is the speed limit on Warner Brothers. They drive over and they get to stage 4, and Danny looks over to you, Daniel, and in his eyes, you can tell that you can't park here. Like, they can't stay here. Your option is just to keep driving around or try to get the fuck out.
I look at Shauna, who I imagine is like ducking back in the back of the van, and I want to do like a circle motion with my hand. Yeah, maybe just like go around the block once.
I'm gonna get out.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna get into the back of Vince's van and make sure that Matt gets what we need.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Danny reaches over and grabs your hand, Daniel, and looks at the gate and looks at you.
We can't leave them. They're part of the settlement.
And he lets go and rubs his hand against his knee and just nods and waits for Shauna to get out of the van.
I get out at like a slow roll.
Sure. You get out and Danny starts forward and drives and is starting to drive around the block. Quinn, you walk up about the same time that Shauna gets out, and the two of you stand at the door, the elephant door, where Vince is parked with their tail end into the med center, basically. I assume the two of you want to walk in.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk in, and what do they see, Mac?
Mac is over by some of the like dry goods, effectively shelves, the non-refrigerated stuff, and there are a couple bottles I think they've dropped, but they're just sort of bent over in their chair, head between their knees, just trying to get the room to stop spinning real quick, and then they will be back to it. It's the room that's the problem. It's Southern California, fault lines. It's so hot. Right
Is
now.
there a medicine we can give you to help with the dizziness?
It'll pass. I'm going to get as many of these together, and then we're going to send you out. And here's why. We've already taken down one producer, Jabroni. There are some more. But the airport can't support refrigerated medical goods. That means we need this site functioning as is, but for actual people. I want this lot. I'm going to stay here and try to take it. But we need to guarantee some medicine gets out.
If that's what you really want to do, I will support your decision.
The only way these assholes get taken out is if someone more unhinged comes and does it. And I am proud to be that bastard.
These security guards are wild assholes, also fucking stupid.
Yeah. And so if you cut the head off the snake and then gently and lovingly dom them, it will follow.
I will grab like a duffel bag and pack
Mhm.
in as many pill bottles, cold medicine, flu medicine,
Looking
painkillers.
for some antivirals, some
Mhm.
antibiotics. Antipyretics are cheap and easy. I'm not even worrying about those too much because those can be got other places.
And with Max,
that doesn't require cold storage.
and with Max impeccable first aid and whatnot, you have no issue finding this. The people that are working there do start to kind of like, what's going on, and like start to walk over towards all of you. Like they're unarmed, like they look like they're scientists or doctors of some sort, and they're just, what's going on? Like, and they start walking towards all of you.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about, y'all. There was a crash on the lot. Gotta get some first aid out to them real quick.
Roll that persuasion. Add a
Is there a
difficulty
boost for a
dice.
gunshot having been heard?
Add a difficulty dice. No.
Stop saying things, Shauna.
So it doesn't matter. That's 14 under my 45.
Oh.
Okay. And then
You shut up.
They're like, all right. Just make sure you know what you're all taking so that we can restock. And they walk away.
Hurry the fuck up. Let's get the fuck out of here.
And where are they getting the supply from?
I will find that.
Can we also these scientist looking people, were they wearing like lab coats or doctor
Yes.
coats? If there's a spare coat, I would want to give it to Mac if there's something hanging on a wall somewhere so that they can have like some sort of disguise.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, I'm a pharmacist.
You all feel like you've gotten what you can, right? You could, like, you feel like it between the danger of someone walking in and the fact that Danny and Daniel have probably driven around at least 3 times, that you feel like any more time is just going to lead to more chance of being caught.
We've hit the sweet spot. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Mac, if you come with us, we can always come back with a show of force. You're alone. I don't know how much you're going to be able to accomplish alone. And you know I don't say this lightly because I don't give a fuck about any of you. And I have like 1 tear.
It's better if I don't go back. Just in case.
Maybe they have something here that can help you.
Exactly. I'll see you out to the van.
The 3 of you head to the van. Backpacks, duffel bags full of medicine. You throw it into the back of the van.
Hey, baby. Hey, pal.
And she comes out and she just licks your nose as your height to the bumper of it is makes it face height.
You're such a good girl. You're gonna go and you're gonna have the most important job in the whole airport, okay, baby? You are going to be Chief Nurse Bell. We're gonna curl you up with the little kids because they're not feeling well right now, but you know what will make them feel better? That duffel bag full of medicine, but mostly you. Okay.
And she licks away at the salt of your tears. As you close the door, the 2 of you get into the van, and as Vince hits the gas, the only sound that you hear is the frantic scratching of Belle on the back door, wanting Mac.
Shh, don't worry, Belle. We're coming back for her.
Them. And Danny and the other vehicle move in behind, and you make it to the gate. They open the gate, and the three of you travel back to Burbank Airport. And that is where we're going to end this session. Thank you all so much for going a little late tonight. I appreciate you all. What happened to Mac? We'll never know, I guess.
Holiday special. Holiday special.
Before we end, is there a small, brief button or moment that you want to have when you get back to the airport, or a small, brief moment of your glimpse of what your future might tell? Why don't we start with Daniel?
I think you see this might be like a few months or a year or so after, and you see Daniel is signing something to Danny, and then Danny is like laughing and he's signing something back to Daniel, and then they have like a moment, and then they dip in for a kiss.
Shauna, what about you?
I think in the absence of our fully medical professional Mac, Shauna will step out of her gatekeep role in the rations department and move into the first aid and medicine role that needs to be filled with another body.
All right.
So you see head nurse Belle tottering along the tarmac behind Shauna, backpack full of meds.
Quinn.
I think what we see here is Quinn busting open that Smithing 101 book, doing their homework, putting attachments on this gun that, you know what? Not even gonna give anybody out there ideas. Okay, no ideas for you. And making, little weapons here and there for people going out, usually like souped up baseball bats, sledgehammers, special arrows, and you also see them now making clothes, like armored clothes, using the material from the security guard outfits. And one of the last items that they are tweaking is a little nurse coat for Belle, and there's like spikes on it, predator spikes, so that a bird doesn't swoop it up. And yeah, that's the last thing that I'm thinking in this scene.
Okay. Mac, is there anything that you want to lead people off with?
An air-conditioned office. The plant is still green, so it's obviously fake. But the leather of the chair, the mahogany of the desk, realistically also fake. But just looking at it, it's like someone told you, wanted you to believe it was real. You can just see someone's head over the top of the chair facing away. Jameson, I asked for coffee. What is this piss? And another thing, I want real chocolate this time. I don't care where you have to go to get it. Jameson! And the shadow casts from the doorway. not a biped. A wheeler. With a gun.
I cannot end that any better. So good night and thank you all and have a wonderful, amazing, and safe Halloween. Bye, everyone.